Tru Rev 33, True Revelation MMA. Big thanks to Bob Jolly. In our next fight, Justis Yost and Luis Palomares are going to be battling it out here in another amateur bout. And if the tone was set any differently, I wouldn't be as jacked up for the second fight of the night. But after watching what Eric Jackson and Brant Cooper just gave us for the first fight of the night, I'm really excited to see where these amateurs take it, because that's not going to be an easy fight to follow.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we saw one of the best fights right out the gate. And I tell you what, they got their hands full if they're going to try to live up to that one.
Well, Bob gives away, you know, they vote on it, who had the fight of the night, submission of the night. We got title fights and pro fights, but that amateur fight we just saw is going to definitely be up there with the sum of back and forth that we were able to see there, as Justis Yost and Luis Palomares. It's going to be this is another lighter weight class, but one thing that I think is going to be really interesting here is we got a couple of guys that are younger, good fighters, and Justis Yost here, 3-1. He's won his last 3, and this is his first trip here to Tru Rev, and he wants to make a big impact here at the Bridgeview Center.
Yeah, I'm sure, absolutely. This might be one of the bigger events that he's ever fought in, and he's coming in on a 3-fight win streak, so that's always good for a fighter when you can come into one of these events here like Bob Jolly puts on here at Tru Revelation, and you're coming in on a 3-fight win streak. You can't ask for much more here.
Luis Palomares has just one fight, and the lone fight of his career occurred back at the end of March this year, which was a loss to Khalil Williams, who has a lot of things going for him as well. He's not on this card, but Bob Jolly has nothing but great things to say about Khalil Williams. And here, looking for his first win, here comes Luis Palomares here for Tru Rev 33. Both these guys just a couple of 19-year-olds. You remember when you were 19. I'm sure you were feeling like you were in the best shape of your life. These two guys, very lightweight class we talked about. Both these guys are, we'll get the official word. I couldn't quite hear exactly, but this is one of these kind of fights. This is where it's all cardio. These guys really are all about the shape of their lives and trying to go the distance. But if they can, they're going to try to get a stoppage on ourselves. And we don't know much about Luis here because he's only fought once, and that was earlier this year. But when you look at Justis Yost, he's not messing around. 3 consecutive wins, although 2 of those were against the same guy, and back in the barn 7, back in the barn 8. Here, this is the real deal, Tru Rev 33. And if he picks up a win here, that'll just even get him farther up the ladder in terms of where he's going to be looking, because I'm sure he's going to want in line for a title fight if he picks up his 4th straight win.
Yeah, absolutely. And if there's one thing I know between watching these little guys is they're nothing short of wiry, and it's a go fight. There's no holding back. Most of the time you get these little guys in the ring, and you're going to see a fight the whole time, 3 minutes around and 3 rounds. So I tell you what, I look forward to it because these little guys, they bring a lot of action.
Thank you for joining us here for Tru Rev 33, True Revelation MMA. Bridgeview Center at OTTUMWA, Iowa. Since 2009, Bob Jolly's been building this thing up, and a great crowd is on hand to see exactly what we're hoping to see. One of the best Tru Revs ever. I know he's got big hopes for what he has later this year even, so so far so good. Eric Jackson and Brant Cooper. Brant Cooper picking up the win, and now it's Justis Yost and Luis Palomares. And as Luis getting set to get into the cage to face Justis Yost, these two fellas going to be looking to follow what was a fantastic first fight here at Tru Rev 33. For now, before we get going, let's go back to Mike Savage in the cage.
Ladies and gentlemen, our following contest is in the Tru Revelation MMA flyweight division, scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds, presented by Budweiser, the king of beers. Introducing first and fighting out of the blue corner, this mixed martial artist weighed in at 125 1/2 pounds, representing the Tiger's Den and fighting out of Albia, Iowa, ladies and gentlemen, Luis Palomares. Who's fighting out of the red corner? His opponent fighting out of the blue corner weighed in at 125 pounds, representing Pfeiffer Lick MMA and fighting out of Albert Lee, Minnesota, ladies and gentlemen, Justis Yost. Your referee for this flyweight contest, Ben Wilson.
A little bit of confusion there, Brett, but we got her figured out with Mike Savage, always doing a great job. One of the true pros that Bob Jolly, I mean, this guy knows what he's doing. A little bit of hiccup there. Luis over there in the red corner. We have Justis Yost here in the blue corner, and we are ready to go. Here, our second fight here, Tru Rev 33. Oh, and here they go. Look at the shots already here, Brett. These two guys, wiry, is exactly the word that you're looking for here, but they are good, not mincing any meat about what they're trying to do here tonight.
Yeah, both fighters here just coming out aggressive, and they're looking to land some kicks here early.
Justis Yost in the red trunks, and the black trunks is Luis Palomares. And you can see Palomares gets him up against the cage, but Justis Yost trying to pick him up and maybe try to make a quick slam, but Luis has him in a good position. And Yost trying to fend this one off. Those double unders, you never know what could happen.
Yeah, Yost looks to be doing a good job here with some defense on this takedown as he's just kind of trapped up against the cage, but he's landing some damage of his own as he just keeps punching the back there.
Yost in the red trunks and Palomares in the black trunks and up against the cage. And you can see Yost, one thing that he's trying to do.
Yost doing a great job here of really fending off this takedown attempt.
Well, I mean, right here, they're kind of stuck, but again, this is still going to wear you out if you're stuck in a hold like this. And Yost just trying to get himself out of it.
Yeah. Yost just kind of holding him here underneath his arms. Neither fighter really being able to connect on anything.
They're kind of trying to step on each other's feet, it looked like.
And trying to stomp on his feet here. Get any sort of advantage you can in these ties. I look for the ref to kind of break it up here and get him back to the center if we ain't going to see anything.
Palomares has him locked up pretty good up high. And Yost just trying to – what is Yost trying to do? I know he's trying to hold him up here, but it doesn't look like he's trying to make a whole lot of escapes other than when he was trying to stomp on his feet.
Right now, I think you just you continue for the takedown, and then there's a takedown right there.
There it is, but he is in a weird spot, and trying to lock that in on the top is Palomares.
And he's got a guillotine locked up.
Yeah, he does.
He's trying to lock that guillotine up, and Yost saying he's good right now. He doesn't got it fully locked in.
It's gonna be tight here.
He's gonna have to get over top that arm. Right now he has the head and the arm. He's gonna have to get rid of that arm there if he wants to cinch it up tighter. Within
10 seconds left in the round. Can he hold on? And he taps. Wow.
Tapped out. I don't know if he heard the 10-second.
He could not last any longer. Unbelievable.
Wow, normally you don't see a lot of them tap outs right there when he has the head and the arm with that choke locked up. I figured he'd have to get past that arm to cinch it in even tighter, but I tell you what, he held it on long enough to get that tap. Wow.
What was that? About 2.5 minutes almost that he had that locked in, and eventually just slid too far down. Let's go ahead and go back into the cage as Mike Savage will have the decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, this contest ends due to submission by guillotine choke at 2 minutes and 57 seconds of the opening round. Your winner by submission, Luis Palomares.
A crazy finish of that first round. 3 seconds is all that Justis Yost needed to hold on, but just could not get it done. Let's go hear from Luis as well.
Well, Luis, congratulations on making a statement here and able to get it just at the end of the first round. 2 minutes, 57 seconds to get that guillotine in. And talk about your opponent and your preparation and your overall performance here tonight.
I mean, it was a good fight. Got to give it to him. It was pretty good.
Well, some serious foot stomping and kidney punches along the way, but it looks like you're doing well and able to get the guillotine choke. I know there's a lot of folks that were here with you tonight, and I know a lot of folks that you probably want to thank.
Well, I want to thank my team over there. And Khalil, I want a rematch.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, your winner at 2 minutes, 57 seconds by guillotine choke, Luis Palomares.